Oh, hello, cat. And what mischief blows in with you, eh? Ah, you brought a new friend. Welcome, stranger. Please, do come in. Warm your bones a spell by the fire. Yes, yes. Not many a stranger darken my door these days, but every so often, a visitor comes. And then they go. I was just pouring myself a drink. Shall I make it two? Ah, very good. Here you are, stranger. Please, sit, relax a spell. Ah, much better. Oh, my dear, what is it, stranger? Why the look of panic? Oh! You have a spider on your shoulder. Here, let me help. Come here, little one. There we are. No harm done. I'll just set him outside. Here we go. Go on, then. Shoo. Scared of spiders, are we? No bother. Please, sit. I'll clean this up and pour you a new drink. You know, a spider by any other name is still just as terrifying, no? Funny how people stand so close to that shadow of horror. Not all people, of course. I like to think that the majority are inherently good-natured. But there is always someone willing to prove that otherwise. Ruin it for everyone else. Same as with spiders. I don't believe driftwood meant you any harm. That's what I've been calling that spider. Found him under a hunk of driftwood one night, and he followed Cat and I home. This is the fourth time I've had to put him back out, since Cat doesn't want to do anything about it. Oh, so now you don't mind him. You fibber. That's not what you said the other night. Well, here's your drink, stranger. You know, yet again, I can't be too sure if driftwood actually meant you harm or not. Can never really be too sure if anyone or anything you encounter means you harm. Because the answer is always yes and no. It just depends. Speaking of threatening things and how they can just keep coming back, how about I regale you with a tale? I know the exact one.
Remove the bag.
Okay.
Can I go?
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Ich heiße Kommandant Hughes. You're American, yeah? Then we will begin with your name. You do not wish to speak. I hope your head is okay. I know you gave my men some trouble when they fought you in. If you had not resisted, you could have saved yourself some pain, yeah? The Stasi, we do not have a good reputation amongst the Americans, I think. But please know, I am your only friend here. The Stasi, we do not take kindly to spies.
I'm not a spy.
Good, you speak, and you are not a spy. This is good for both of us, yeah? But what do I call you, Fräulein?
Olivia. Olivia Kind.
Well, Fräulein Kind. Why don't you tell me what you're doing in East Germany?
It's a long story.
Well, I suggest you get started, yeah? Fräulein, I do not think you are aware of how much danger you are in. Yeah, we execute spies.
I'm not a spy.
Then what are you doing here? And who was the person you were trying to meet? I would be asking your friends these questions, but you know why I cannot? Because Fräulein, she is dead. Very well. Maybe we just throw you in the Hohenschönhausen. until you are ready to talk, yeah?
If I tell you why I'm here, I'm supposed to believe you'll just let me go?
This depends on your story, Fräulein. Come, if you are not a spy, what have you to lose?
Guess you got me there. I was looking for someone.
I'm listening.
Well, a few months ago,
Well, that was a bust.
at least they were a lot nicer than the people at Rheinfels Castle. And they didn't laugh at us when we started asking about vampires like they did at the other places.
It's still a dead end. Stupid Germany. You'd think a country with so many castles would have evidence of vampires somewhere.
Hey, it'll be okay. We've come up empty before. We've been on enough expeditions to know that sometimes we find what we're looking for and sometimes we don't.
I know. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Where's this coming from? You're usually the beacon of optimism and I'm usually the wet blanket. When did we switch places?
Come on, we've got one more castle to see today.
It was a stupid question. I knew exactly when we switched places.
Ja, und this would be?
About 6 months ago, we were on an expedition in the Himalayas. My friend Anton, he was going to propose to Millie, but he was killed. And you didn't ask about the vampires.
Was I supposed to?
Most people would.
I am concerned with facts, Fräulein, not fantasy.
Well, facts or not. As we were leaving Bergmaus,
Frau Nacht, Frau Blum. I'm sorry, ich konnte Woche nicht sagen. I could not tell you before. Wenn Sie das Bosses suchen. Evil. You will find it here. Mein Schwester. Ich muss gehen. Good luck.
did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I think so. Something about her sister and evil?
What does the paper say?
My dear sister, I miss you every day. This will be my last letter. I thought the walls of Hohenschönhausen would be the last thing I would see, but now I see worse fate. I'm being moved to Koltitz Castle. If Hohenschönhausen is hell, then Koltitz is the final circle. The guards tell me of how prisoners there are drained of their very souls, that monsters there feast on those they imprison. I do not think this is a fate I can endure. One of the guards has agreed to help me try and take my own life. I only pray I find the courage before they can take me. The rest is talking about memories she has of her sister.
Dear Lord, that's awful. And I thought the Nazis sounded bad.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. You and I are proof of that.
But why would she give it to us?
Isn't it obvious? Drained of their very souls, monsters feast on those they imprison? This is the lead we've been looking for.
Now hold on a minute. This poor woman is being held by the Stasi. It's all third-hand gossip and propaganda intended to terrorize and torture her.
But what if it's not? We're looking for vampires. This is the only lead we've had in weeks. How can we not follow it up?
Because it's in East Germany. Look, all I'm saying is we practically know cryptids on a first-name basis now. But people who do what they do, they scare the hell out of me, Millie.
That woman gave us the last note she'll ever get from her sister. How can we just ignore that?
Can you even be sure you're translating it correctly? And what if it's all just hyperbole?
What's not meant to be taken literally here? She's talking about taking her own life, Liv. I don't think she's being dramatic for effect. Shouldn't we at least look into it? If it's a dead end, I promise I won't say another word about it.
All right, you win. Let's see what Marcus has to say about it.
Thanks, Olivia.
Anytime, partner. Oh, and before I forget, Nacht and Bloom.
What? I thought Bonnie Nacht and Eliza Bloom had a certain ring to it.
I know we discussed changing our names since our little adventure at the roof of the world, but maybe a little warning next time?
You got it, Eliza.
Why do I have to be Eliza?
So, you admit you were changing your identities. Und you want me to believe you're nicht a spy.
We had trouble getting through customs. They wouldn't believe we were who we said we were.
And why would that be?
Look at me. Would you believe I'm 47?
Is that so?
I moisturize a lot.
And what do you do? Swim in it?
You're closer than you think.
Well, Fräulein, so far you've confessed to lying about your identity and receiving illegal correspondence.
Both of which happen in West Germany, I might add.
True. I don't suppose you'd give me the note. I must find the guard responsible, so he can be dealt with, yeah?
I don't have it. Billy kept it.
I see. So what happened next?
Well, our guide, Marcus, wouldn't take us into East Germany, but he reached out to someone who would. We arranged to meet them at the bar the following night.
Another round? Not feeling my buzz yet.
I know I have the body of a 22-year-old again, but my stomach doesn't seem to agree with alcohol anymore.
I'll see if I can get us a couple waters.
Maybe we should just pack it in. Whoever Marcus was going to put us in touch with clearly isn't coming.
Just 10 more minutes.
That's what you said 30 minutes ago. The guy's over an hour late, Mill. Let's just call it a night.
Fine. I'll reach out to Marcus in the morning and see what happened.
Guten Abend, Fräulein. Can I get you anything?
No thanks, we're just leaving.
Well, that is ein gross shame. I thought you both wanted to get to Colditz Castle.
Wait, you're Marcus's friend? You were supposed to meet us an hour ago.
A Fräulein in my line of work cannot be too careful. The Stasi sometimes sets traps. Try to catch spies wanting a way into East Germany.
How do you know we're not spies?
Spies leave much sooner. Your contact did not show up. Good chance they are caught and coming for you next.
Then why did you make us wait an hour?
Like I say, a Fräulein must be careful. Meine Name ist Claudia Wagner.
This is Lily Carter and I'm Rose Lightfoot.
Mills?
Well, Lily, Rose. Ordinarily, we'd get either a day visa through the Reisebureau or get a package tour from a company they approve. But if you're planning on going to Colditz, that will raise alarms. I take it this isn't a day trip.
No,
It would be safer.
we probably need a few days.
Marcus also said something about a package you'd need to take with you. Something that might have trouble getting through customs, yeah?
Wait, what package?
Yes, that's correct.
Right then. What I need to do is forge some fake documents. Passports, shipper decrees, the works. We'll get you processed as importers who need to deliver something to a region near Colditz. That way you'll be able to move freely around the area without attracting attention.
What if I need to get inside Colditz Castle?
I don't think you'd want to do that. Colditz is a hospital, a prison and a sanitarium all rolled into one.
Please, we need to get inside.
That will cost. There are escape tunnels all over the place, back from when it was a prison during the war. I can hire someone to get you in, get a map of the inside maybe. But after that, you are on your own.
How much?
Mills! Excuse us 1 second.
What? What's the problem?
What's the problem? Do you hear yourself? We've bent the law before, but never like this. And never on an international scale. If anything goes wrong, which it will, do you realize what we'd be facing?
But this is our chance. The lead we've been waiting for. Come on, Olivia, what's the point in a second chance at life if we're just going to waste it?
Mills, are you sure you're not overcompensating?
I don't know what you mean.
Are you sure you're not trying to fill some kind of hole that was left from Anton's death?
That's not fair.
And what package is she talking about? Come on, Millie. You've never kept secrets like this from me before. What's really going on?
Nothing. Nothing's going on. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am missing Anton. You don't deserve me putting us, in danger just because I can't keep my stupid emotions in check.
They're not stupid, Millie. I loved Anton too. I was surprised actually when you wanted to jump right into the next adventure. I thought you'd want some time to mourn. I should have pushed harder for us to take some time. So, we okay?
Miss Wagner,
Yeah? What was the decision?
we're gonna take a pass this time, but thank you.
Not a problem. Here is my card if you change your mind.
So, you agreed to not use Frau Wagner's services.
That's what I thought, but the next morning I went to Millie's room looking for her. Millie? Mills, come on. Millie? Time to shake a tail feather. We're going to miss breakfast if we don't get going. Millie? Oh, no, you did not.
Liv, you were right. You just got your second chance, and I can't ask you to risk it for me. I can't tell you why just yet, but this is too important for me to let go. Please don't come looking for me. The last thing I want is to be worrying about you. With luck, I'll see you in a few days. Love, Millie.
Millie, what did you do?
Your friend sounds quite brave,
That she is, Commandant.
but also very stupid.
No arguments here.
So, I take it you didn't take your friend's advice and follow her anyway.
Actually, I didn't. Not right away, at least. I worried for a week. Then terrified for a couple more. Near the end of the month, I was apoplectic with panic. Millie had taken Claudia's card with her, so it took me a while to track her down. There you are!
Frau Carter, what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you. Now!
Now is not really a good time. Why don't we meet? Hey!
Why don't we talk now?
I walk, you know. Quit dragging mine arm.
All right, spill the beans, Miss Wagner. Where's Millie?
Millie?
She called herself Rose.
Oh, Frau Lightfoot. Last I saw of her, she was getting on a train to Colditz Castle.
Well, she hasn't come back. I need to know everything about where you sent her, what documents you set her up with, everything.
Like I said, now's not really a good time. How about we...
500 American. Plus the fees to get me the same documents, itinerary, the same everything you got her. 500 if we start right now.
Well then, step into my office, Fräulein.
Ah, so this you did.
This I did. Yeah, it took a couple of days, but Wagner got what she promised. Everything was fine at first. We spent a couple of days tracing Millie's path around Berlin. Then we met up with Claudia's contact who was getting me into Colditz Castle.
Now remember, you can't take anything with you once you get to the castle. Heinrich will show you the way in using one of the escape tunnels. Once inside, you'll use the map. Verstanden?
I understand.
You've got 2 days on Colditz.
Guten Abend, meine Damen. Darf ich euch beiden einen Trinken spenderieren?
What?
Nein, danke, wir warten auf jemanden. If all goes well, I'll meet you in Leipzig on Thursday.
And if all doesn't go well?
Then we'll never meet. Remember, I don't wait. Not for anyone. If you're a no-show, then you're on your own. Heinrich should be here in 10 minutes.
Phone for you, Frau Wagner.
That should be about the accommodations in Leipzig. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, and if that sweaty guy comes back, just tell him, verpiss dich.
Versehung? Ein muss bitte.
Da, coming up.
Guten Abend, Fräulein.
I'm not interested, but thank you. Nicht interested.
I think you have been expecting me, yeah?
Oh, you must be Heinrich.
Ja, Heinrich is me.
Sorry, I thought you were just trying to make a pass. So,
Kein Problem. Frau Wagner is where?
she's taking a phone call. So I understand you can get me into Colditz Castle?
Get you in the castle, I can do.
Can I see the map?
Ja. Heinrich must know why you wish to get into such a place. A rescue team, maybe? Who is it that you are looking for?
Does it matter?
It would, how I say, make easier to know where you need to go. No one ever want to go to Colditz. People always want to get out. Now suddenly, kaboom! Everyone want to get in. Why is that? I want to know.
Everyone? Everyone like who? Are you talking about Millie?
I do not know this name.
She might have called herself Rose Lightfoot.
This name, I do not know either.
About a month ago, you took a young woman to Colditz. Do you remember what happened to her?
Ah, so this is the woman you wish to rescue.
Everything is set for Leipzig.
Hallo, Fräulein.
Scheiße.
Holy smokes! What'd you do that for?
Run.
Wait! The map! Sorry, I don't know why I did that, but she did it, so you must be a bad guy. And if that's the case, then I'm not sorry.
Come on.
Gotta run! Go. Okay. Why are we running from Heinrich?
That's nicht Heinrich. I recognized him from when I was held in Stasi offices in Dresden. He's one of the agents.
Then where's Heinrich?
Dead if he is lucky, captured if he is not.
So,
I'm not going back there. If you get away, meet me at the little tavern tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Ja, zurück! Alarm schlagen! Du kannst in Stadt nicht hinkommen!
Go!
And that is your story.
I spent the night hiding, and your men picked me up at the tavern in the morning when I went to meet Claudia.
This is quite the story, Fräulein, but so many gaps. So what was in the package your friend had? Where is your friend now?
I thought you said she was dead.
Where is the map? The one to Colditz Castle.
I don't know. I must have dropped it last night.
You expect me to believe you were here looking for vampiren?
Yes, because it's the truth. It's what Millie and I are. We're cryptozoologists.
I have checked. No one has come into the country with the name Mildred Cotton.
She probably wasn't using her real name.
And there is no Rose Lightfoot.
Then she probably used another name.
What name?
I don't know. You killed the only person who probably did know.
Why did you really come here? Was it to help a political prisoner escape? Tell me. Why were you here with the smuggler?
I told you everything. If you won't believe the truth, then what am I supposed to say?
You say nothing. You tell me you will give me the truth. You confess to multiple offenses against the state. And you feed me a lie about vampiren. You neglect to tell me why you are really here. Nein, Fräulein. I cannot help you. Herren! The interrogation is complete. This woman is dead spy. Have her brought to Hohenschönhausen.
What?
Jawohl,
No.
Herr Kommandant.
But I told you the truth. You can't do this! I told you the truth! Look, why don't you just kick me out of East Germany, huh? Clearly I'm just a mad woman who believes in vampires and other impossible things. What harm could I possibly do? Do you even speak English? Well, Lily, if you are there, this is not how I was hoping to find you.
Scheiße. Move dein Auto out of the way.
Ich brauche Hilfe. Mein Auto ist kaputt.
Ja, Scheiße. Nicht bewegen.
Stay here. Yeah, got it.
Sie müssen Ihr Auto bewegen. Es versperrt den Weg.
Ich kann nicht. Es stockt nicht. Sehen Sie, ich denke, das Problem liegt hier unten.
Das hat... Nein!
Boy, that was a close one, eh, Liv?
Lucas! Am I glad to see you. Do you have the map?
Right here. You were right. Miss Wagner is dead, I'm afraid.
I figured. She must have told them we were supposed to meet before she died. I'm glad I had you tailing me after Millie went missing.
I've never followed a woman across international lines before, but when you called asking for my help, well, how could I turn down the woman that's given me the most unique experience of my life?
Thanks, Lucas. If you hadn't come, I don't know where I would be right now.
You're going to owe me for this. That's a Stasi officer I knocked out back there.
When I find Millie and get out of here alive, you can bill me.
Speaking of, any leads on her?
The Stasi don't seem to have a record of her, which means hopefully she's somewhere in Colditz instead of Berlin.
And that means...
Next up, Colditz Castle.
Won't they be looking for us?
Not for a few hours at least. So let's make it count. I think it's this way.
You know, I can't help but notice that half the time I'm with you is spent exploring tunnels of one sort or another.
Welcome to being me. Do you think we hid the Stasi car well enough?
The sun will be up by now. I wish we could have seen it in the daylight, but I think we did our best considering we might need it for an escape later.
You gotta keep it positive, Lucas.
The only thing I'm positive of is that the sooner we get out of here, the better. These Frenchmen must have been tiny to fit through these tunnels.
They were probably half-starved. I think this is it. Look here on the map. This should lead us to the old wine cellar.
Let's hope so. There's not enough room to turn around, and I don't like the idea of having to crawl through these tunnels backwards.
These stones are loose over here.
Please heed a little caution, Olivia. We don't know what's on the other side of that wall.
Good point. I think I can use my mirror to check out the room.
Is it working? Can you see?
I can. Wait, shit. Someone's coming.
No, don't move. You'll make too much noise. What is it? Are you okay, Olivia? You look as though you've just seen a ghost.
I think I did. The person who came into the room, it couldn't have been, but I swear it looked just like him.
Who did you see?
It was Anton.
But that just isn't possible. Anton is dead.
Well, he didn't exactly look like the picture of health, but definitely not dead. He was walking, Lucas.
You must be mistaken. You and I, we both saw him.
Believe me, I know how insane this is, but that was Anton.
How?
I don't know, but we're going to find out. Millie, are you in here?
Miss Cotton? Mildred? Hello?
Help us! Peter! He's not human! Wird kommen, uns hier Allyn suchen nehmen. Bitte, ist denn kein Mensch. Ist denn kein Mensch.
We'd better be careful. Don't want to rile them up.
Look at them all, Lucas. Look at the state they're in. Pale and bones. We need to help them.
Just you and I? I wish we could, but where on earth would we begin?
Look! This one. I recognize that name. Bergliner. This is the sister of the woman who gave us the note.
I think it may be too late for her. Look at the marks on her wrists. Those look deep.
The note said she was going to kill herself rather than wind up here. Oh, poor thing. Ah! Okay, maybe not so dead after all.
Hungrig. Muss gefuttert werden. Es tut mir weh. Futter mich.
Keep back from her, Olivia.
She's chained up like a goddamn animal. What in the hell are they doing to them here? Good God!
If there is a God, that back was turned on this place long ago.
Lucas, feel her skin. She's ice cold.
Here, she should have my coat. There. Is that better, miss? Ah! Son of a bitch! Did you see that? She tried to take a piece out of my arm.
This just gets weirder and weirder. You okay?
A little scared, but sure, I'll live.
Let's keep looking. And, let's keep our distance. Come on, this way. All clear. Come on. I think this is one of the administrative offices. They might have records on the prisoners.
Have you noticed we have been extremely lucky so far?
How do you mean?
Apart from Anton, we've barely seen another soul in here that wasn't a prisoner.
So?
So, where are all the guards?
I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth here, Lucas. Come on, help me search.
And what are we searching for?
Anything that looks like an admittance record from about a month ago when Millie disappeared. Remember, she might not be using her real name.
Right. Needle in a haystack.
Positivity, please. Any luck?
No. These are all shipment records. Deliveries of supplies coming in and out. That's peculiar.
What?
They're shipping a lot of wine. Unusual for a prison, wouldn't you say?
Hedonistic guards, maybe?
Perhaps. But look here. Most of the wine is being shipped out of the castle instead of into it.
Add it to the pile of things that don't make sense. Aha! Found her! Clara Nightingale. Assigned a room in the northeast corner, upper level.
How do you know that's her?
She arrived exactly when Millie was supposed to.
That's no guarantee.
It is when you consider her mother's name was Clara, and that Anton gave her a Nightingale pendant for their first anniversary. Shall we check it out?
Can you see anything?
Not well. There's hardly any light. This can't be right.
Why?
It's a bedroom. This isn't the type of place you'd keep a prisoner. Hang on a second. I see. Oh my god. Millie!
Olivia? No. What are you doing here?
This is your rescue, Miss Cotton. I have to say, this isn't what I was expecting.
Lucas Bradley? My god, Liv, you dragged him into this too?
Well, when I didn't hear from you after 2 weeks, I figured I'd better call in the cavalry. We would have been here sooner, but Lucas was in Africa and...
I told you not to find me, Liv.
I know, but I was worried. You left me a note in the middle of the night. What did you want me to do? I was beginning to think I would never see you again.
I'm fine. I can take care of myself. I didn't want to put you in danger.
Well, I'm here now, so let's worry less about how stubborn I am and worry more about getting us all out of here.
I can't go. Not yet.
Like hell you can't. I don't know if you're aware of the horror show we just left in the dungeons, but this isn't exactly the Ritz.
I'm working on something and I'm too close to give it up now. I can't explain it, but I need you to take Lucas and get out of here. Now.
Millie, I'm sorry, but I don't care what you're working on. We are getting the hell out of here.
No, this is where I need to be. Please go before it's too late.
Oh, what in the name of H.G. Wells could be so goddamn important, Millie?
I think I know. It has to do with Anton, doesn't it? Olivia saw him walking around in the cellar where we broke in. That's what this is all about, isn't it?
Mills?
I couldn't just let him go, Liv.
And there was something in Germany. Something in this castle that you used to resurrect him.
How did you know?
Love is the only thing in the world that would make someone do something so foolish.
I was researching it when Anton and I were trying to find cures for Olivia. There were stories that certain types of vampires could share the gift of healing or even
bring people back from the dead. I'm an idiot. I should have figured it out sooner. The package the Stasi were asking about, the one Claudia mentioned you needing to smuggle into East Germany, it was Anton's body, wasn't it?
Yes, but don't you see? It worked. Anton's alive and he's getting better every day. So I'm sorry, but I can't leave.
Millie, I am happy that Anton is alive. I really am. But are you saying you're working with the vampire to make it happen?
Yes.
Right, well, I'll say it again, Mills. Based on the dungeon, this vampire isn't exactly Saint Mary, and I'm betting it's only a matter of time before you wind up like them.
He wouldn't do that to me. You just don't understand what he's doing. It's all for a purpose.
Millie, you are coming with us. End of discussion.
No, I'm not.
You are leaving with us, even if I have to carry you kicking and screaming.
Then you leave me no choice. Guards!
Are you insane?
Guards!
What are you doing?
What I have to. You'll come around eventually. You just need time.
Do you think they're ever going to feed us?
I hope so.
Strange. I would have expected an interrogation by now.
Maybe they're waiting for nightfall? Vampires, remember?
Thank you for reminding me.
Ugh, I still can't believe Millie would do something like that. Even with Anton's life being at stake.
I've never known a woman to be especially rational. Present company excluded, of course.
Whatever. Shh! Someone's coming. Anton!
Hey, Liv. How's it hanging?
In change, thanks for asking. Is it really you? I mean, like, really, really you.
A little worse for wear, but yeah.
You're not you weren't turned into you know.
She wants to know if you've been turned into a vampire.
I was trying to say it without saying it.
Well, you were taking forever to get there.
No, I'm not a vampire. I'm not exactly sure what I am.
What do you remember?
I remember being in the cave in the Himalayas. I remember he was going to set off dynamite, and I was worried he was going to cause a cave-in. I remember we fought, and then it all went black. I think I had a dream that I was on a boat of some kind, and then I woke up in Millie's arms here in Colditz. The things I've seen since I've been here. Liv, am I dead? Is this hell?
You're not dead, but I'll get back to you on whether this is hell or not.
Why do you think this is hell, my friend?
Well, since he's here, I mean, where else could this be?
Since who's here?
Hitler.
What?
You didn't know?
Hitler's here? Like, the Hitler? Adolf? Murdered over 6 million people? Hitler? Like, little guy with a tiny mustache? Hitler?
Things just hit a whole new level of mad.
You have to get us out of here, Anton. Now.
I can't. It's dusk. Everyone will be waking up.
Then you must hurry.
Anton, this isn't a dream, and it isn't hell. This is really happening, and since Millie has apparently lost her fucking mind, the only person that can help us is you.
It's too late.
Holy
shit.
Welcome, my friend.
My God, it really is him.
But how? How is this possible? You shot yourself. They burned your body.
This is how the Nachzehrer are born. Deny. The world really thought that I would execute mine own self? That I was defeated? Nein. It is through suicide that the Nachzehrer is born.
But he's so much more than that. Much more.
I don't understand.
Frau Nightingale is correct. When I realized Deutschland might lose the war, I had to look for ways to bolster my power. We looked for artifacts, talismans, any relics that could give us the advantage.
Well, I hope you're getting your share of royalties from Spielberg.
Don't you see, Olivia? He's like us.
He is absolutely not like us.
He was looking for the strange and unnatural, and what he found were the Blutsaga.
My dear Eva allowed herself to be transformed into ein Blutsaga. For me, for our advancement, we studied her. But there were limitations to her power. So we found a way to overcome the limitations she faced.
That's what a suicide really was. A way to combine the powers of the Blutsaga and the Nachzehrer. Eva began her transformation into a Blutsaga, but Adolf interrupted the process at the precise critical moment. By shooting himself, he was able to transform into a sort of hybrid, if you will.
A Nachzehrer on its own is a mindless creature with incredible power. A Blutsaga on its own has great abilities, but with far too many impediments. However, with the powers of two combined, united, I am the Starksen Vampira, unbesiegbar!
Well, I got news for you, oh former Führer. But the war is over. Germany lost. So what are you doing skulking around Colditz Castle?
Preparing for my glorious second campaign.
Oh, so there's to be biding your time a bit, aren't ya? The war ended almost 40 years ago. No time to read the newspapers?
Careful, Olivia.
As a Nachlibin, the thing I have the most of is time, and you both shall help me.
Help us, Olivia.
Us?
You can't be serious.
You're not listening. It's not what you think. He has a grand design. It'll be beautiful. No death, no disease. Just look what he did for Anton. He gave him back to me.
Frau Nightingale has agreed to join me in my mission. Soon you will too. Take the Fraulein below. Soon she will see mine power.
How about I show you my power first? Ha!
God damn! Good hit, Olivia. I think you broke his jaw.
Ik word met dat ding zijn.
Help.
Let her go, you monster!
Adolf, please. Let her go. She doesn't understand. She'll come around.
Stop! Very well, mein Page. Schnell! Take the man to the laboratory. The Fräulein will assist with thy Erfestigung.
Real nice friend you have there.
You attacked him, remember?
Millie. One word. Hitler. You're helping Hitler, and you don't see something wrong with that?
The only one I see with something wrong is you. It's okay, Liv. You'll come around. At least, I hope you will.
What is Die Arfestium?
The Rising. It's one of the gifts, you'll see. Go with her, Anton. It's time for your healing. Take her.
This is the Rising? Crates in a courtyard? I was expecting something a little more mystical.
Just watch.
Ah, Fraulein. I see you made it to Colditz after all.
Commandant Fuchs. I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I told you, Fräulein, no one can escape Stasi.
So, all those questions. You knew what was going on here all along.
Das ist das Letzte, Herr Kommandant.
Sehr gut. Start this, Otto.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Well, Fräulein, maybe next time you'll cooperate, yeah?
Oh my god. That's Claudia Wagner's body, isn't it? Why are you delivering bodies to Colditz?
Oh, Frau Wagner. Her body is back in Berlin. She will be disposed of by the state.
What are you talking about? She's right there!
Oh, you are trying to convince me that you are mad, yeah? Maybe this was your plan all along, but the Stasi are nicht fools, Fräulein.
Then what do you call that?
They can't see her. It's always like this.
That is your food and medical supplies. But maybe we take them back with us, if you do not want them.
Nein, ignoren Sie. Wir wollen Sie.
Sehr gut. Guten Abend.
What was that about?
I told you, they can't see them. I brought up Hitler once and they just thought it was a joke. Look, they're starting.
That looks like what we saw you picking up in the wine cellar.
Not quite. It's the same stuff, but this is much more concentrated.
What is it?
Blood. Hitler's blood.
They're making her drink it?
Wo bin ich?
That's impossible.
That's what happened to me.
What happened? How did I get here? I was shot. I was dead.
Geh mit dem Offizier. Wird dir helfen.
When did you learn German?
I didn't. My turn.
Anton? Anton! Are you okay?
Sehr gut, Fräulein. Du wirst den anderen helfen?
What?
You will help with the others. Pick up the bottle.
Better idea. The guards are gone. Let's go back to that office. I'll bet there's something there that'll explain the
You will
second-
do as you are told.
Anton, what?
You will follow orders, or you will be punished.
Okay, Anton. I think I see. I'll do it.
Thank you. You can go. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Oh, you know me. But you seem quite at home here. Your own room, no guards. Oh, and you're on a first-name basis with a ruthless, inhuman dictator. But I guess that comes with the territory, right?
I thought you'd understand after you saw it. I know Claudia was shot. That's why I brought her here. And asked for you to help with the rising. That's what he can do for everyone. For the whole world. Nobody will ever have to experience the pain of loss again.
Millie, that's not what he's doing.
Then what is he doing, Olivia?
I don't know. But if I had to guess, I'd say he's creating an army.
You're wrong.
Then why the dungeons? Why the experiments?
He's trying to refine the process like a scientist. If people are going to become Nachzehrer, Blutsaga, then you have to know everything. Then we can control it. We can make people perfect.
Like the Aryan race? Millie, are you hearing yourself?
No, it'll be something better. Something that'll be forever. A different kind of master race.
And the dungeons?
Undesirables must be dealt with, and you can't test without subjects.
Undesirables? Master race? The Millie I know doesn't talk like that.
Well, then I guess you and Millie have nothing more to say to each other.
Mill.
It's Clara. Clara Nightingale.
I'd like to go back to my cell now, Clara.
Very well. Guards! I have Anton back. I thought you'd be happy for me.
I wish I could be.
And what about Lucas?
What about him?
He obviously has feelings for you. I could give him to you. He could be yours forever. The four of us. We could help him together.
How?
The same way I brought back Anton. After he turns you, he'll mix his blood with yours. When Lucas dies, we give him the blood and it'll resurrect him. He'll be bonded to you forever.
I'll think about it.
I hope so. We could all be so happy together.
Olivia! I feel the worst when I was brought back and you weren't here.
I'm fine. Clara wanted to have a little chat. She apparently doesn't go by Millie anymore. Clara Nightingale is her crazy person name.
I can't believe she's in league with this monster.
I'm not so sure she is.
What do you mean?
Something about the way she was talking. She's not just helping him, she's captivated by him. Plus, it's like she has blinders on. When I was outside, the Stasi were dropping off corpses, but they were looking right at them and couldn't see they were corpses. It's like they were
brainwashed.
Exactly.
That makes sense given what I found out.
What do you mean?
When I got back to the cell, these were under the bedding. I thought maybe Millie put them there.
I think Anton is more likely. I'm not sure he knows what side he's on.
These detail what they're doing. They're calling it the thrall. Small amounts of blood in the food and drink, spread all over East Germany. In traditional lore, vampires have servants that are bonded to their masters. This thrall forms a psychic link with the vampire whose blood they consume. Slowly, over time, it has an effect similar to brainwashing.
So, the Stasi. That's why they're so the way they are. They're reflections of him, of his desires.
I think so. It's infecting much of East Germany, but the Stasi get the most concentrated doses, so they're the most indoctrinated.
That's gotta be what's happened to Millie. She said something. It sounded like she'd been turned.
Turned?
She, offered you to me as my consort. As my concubine.
Oh.
That's all you have to say is, oh?
No?
Anyways, she said the process involves, after I'm turned, mixing my blood with Hitler's blood and feeding it to you.
That's disgusting.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be dead. So flavor profiles are kind of moot. But if that's how Anton was brought back, if he's in her thrall, then she might not be Millie anymore.
I'm sorry.
So what?
What did you say when she offered me to you?
I said I'd think about it.
Oh.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I just wanted her to think there was a chance we'd see things her way. Figured it was safer than telling her to go to hell.
Women have dated me for worse reasons.
Okay. That's a story I'm definitely going to need to hear. But some other time, when we're not in mortal danger, and teetering on the precipice of the Fourth Reich.
It's worse than you think.
It always is.
There are notes here about how some people have been turned. That's what his experiments are all about. He wants generals. Lesser vampires aren't as strong as him, so they won't ever overthrow him. Apparently, there's still a bad taste in his mouth from when his officers set him on fire.
They did what?
Yeah. When he underwent his little transformation, his officers panicked and tried to burn his body. Some sympathetic Soviets recovered the body, and he spent about 2 decades recovering and regenerating himself here in East Germany while shoring up his forces.
I don't know what we're going to do. If the fire won't kill him, what will?
I don't know. But even if we can kill him, he's still got hybrids in key places in other countries. State officials in Russia, military leaders in Afghanistan, business and real estate developers in the United States, scientists in China.
Let's start with figuring out if we can stop him. He's strong. Very strong.
And when you broke his jaw, he was able to heal it in seconds. So whatever we do, we'll have to take him out completely and quickly.
We know fire won't work. What else is supposed to be effective against vampires?
Garlic, crosses, stakes through the heart, sunlight.
That's it! They're active at night. So sunlight is probably still dangerous to them.
I'd prefer something a lot stronger than probably.
It's the best we've got. I have an idea, but we're going to have to stall until tomorrow. Killing a vampire is supposed to free those under his influence, right? We kill him, we should get Millie back.
Assuming Millie is under his influence.
Hello, Clara.
Hello, Liv. I'm so happy you decided to join us. It'll all be for the best, you'll see.
I thought it through. You're right. I'm lonely. Things haven't been the same since you and Anton. What I need is someone of my own. Speaking of, where is Lucas? I kind of figured he'd need to be present for this to work.
He is about to be executed. Then his body will be brought here for the ceremony.
Wait, what?
I told you this is how it works. He needs to die, Liv.
Yeah, I kind of figured he'd be present for that part. Is there any way we could do that here? I mean, I feel like maybe I should be the one to do it. If I'm going to give him life, I should be the one to take it, right? Please, Clara, wouldn't you have wanted to be there when Anton died?
Bring him, please.
We should begin, mind pet.
Right. The other part of the process. You're going to turn me, right? How's that going to work? I'm a little sketchy on the whole creation thing.
First, I'm going to drink some of your blood, then you'll drink some of mine. Once your blood is bonded with mine, you'll take it back into yourself and become like us.
So then what? Avoid sunlight, garlic, that sort of thing?
Garlic and daylight are nicht problem. These are weaknesses of Blutsauger. A Nachzehrer has kein such weakness.
The sun will still burn your skin a little bit, but you can wear body powder or makeup to protect yourself.
Oh, Olivia! Thank goodness you got to me in time. They were seconds from slitting my throat.
We have a problem. Daylight doesn't kill them.
What do you mean daylight doesn't kill them? So what do we do?
I'm open to suggestions.
This is why I hate the word probably.
Let us begin.
Can we just have a moment? I'm having second thoughts. Wedding jitters, you know?
God, hold the Fräulein.
Hey!
Nightingale, drink her.
It'll only hurt for a second.
Millie? Millie?
What are you doing, Anton? Soon we'll all be together.
This isn't you, Millie. And this isn't me. I can feel him trying to grip my mind. He's doing it to you too. Can't you feel it?
The Fräulein is completely under my control, as you should be. How are you resisting?
Just stubborn, I guess.
Think about this. You are mine revenant. If I die, so do you.
I know. Bye, Mills.
You shot him! Clean shot to the head! Well done, old boy!
Millie, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I couldn't get him out of my head.
I know, Mills. It's okay. It's over now.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You will regret that!
Where did he go? There! Shoot the smoke!
There! Lucas!
It's not working. Even when I hit him, it only stuns him.
Millie, how do we stop him? Does he have any weaknesses? Don't just stand there, Millie. What do we do?
I need just a second.
Hey, let go of him!
Adolf, stop!
You dare rise against me? I shall take back what I have given you.
All I care about is Anton. Please let him go.
Those who fight my power should not live.
They are no danger to us. Once I turn Olivia, she'll be unable to resist. Please, mein Lieber. Mein Führer, mein Nachzehrer.
Mein Lieb, for you, I shall spare him.
Danke, mein Lieber. May I thank you with a kiss?
Sie können. What did you do?
A coin in the mouth paralyzes a Nachzehrer. Looks like you've got more Nachzehrer in you than you realized.
Release me for a life. You forget your needs like depends on me.
I know, but at least this time I get to say goodbye.
I'm so sorry I didn't make it back to you.
It wasn't your fault.
I will always love you.
I can finish this if you want.
No, I've got this. Figure the gun is more useful as a stake than a gun.
You don't know what you are giving up.
I do. Killing you is worth it. Rotten hell, you bastard!
Think that did it?
Nah, not good enough. Hand me the knife, would ya? There. Decapitation just for good measure.
Yup. I think that did it. He's turning to dust.
I can't help but notice I'm still here.
It must have something to do with the waters of the Himalayas. Of course! You gave Anton your blood. The regenerative properties of the water must have made your blood special and, well, I guess you passed some of that to Anton.
If we're all done celebrating, I could use some help over here.
Oh my god, Lucas! I better go see if he's all right. Good to have you back, Anton.
It's good to be back.
So, we'd better start thinking about how we're all getting home.
Here we go. 3 tickets. The train will take us to the airport, and then it's a straight shot home. Are you sure you don't want to come with us? California is a great place to convalesce.
Tempting, but no. Your lives are a little too adventurous for my tastes.
Don't you hunt predators for a living?
I do, which is why I think I might use my talents to do some good here in Europe. After all, for all we know, his other Nachzehrer are still plotting and planning.
I'd wish you'd come with me.
Never fear, Olivia Kine. I believe our paths will cross again.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh, one more thing. Until we meet again.
Did you see that?
Sure did.
About time.
Well, thank you both for your approval. Let's get loaded up. You're going to want to keep that umbrella handy. It's going to be a sunny day.
Hey, Liv. Never really got a chance to say it before. I'm sorry about what happened.
It's not your fault. You were under his thrall.
I know, but I still feel like it made things too easy for him. The idea of getting Anton back, he just latched on to that thought and wouldn't let it go. Everything else just slipped away.
I understand. Just make me a promise.
Anything.
No more notes. From now on, whatever danger we face it together. Agreed?
Agreed. Doesn't it feel like we're leaving things kind of unfinished? All those people in East Germany still living under the Stasi? Still under a spell?
I wish we could help, but I'm not exactly sure what a revenant, a vampire, and a woman who looks less than half her age are supposed to do in this situation.
I might be able to help you there.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
I work for the Unnatural Events Unit. We've been tracking your activities for a while now, not to mention keeping tabs on our late dictator friend. After the dust-up in East Germany, we thought the time was right to approach you.
Really? If you knew what was going on in East Germany, methinks the time to approach might have been before we got involved.
Unfortunately, at the UEU, we have very strict guidelines regarding getting involved. But that said, free agents dealing with such a hostile situation is, to say the least, impressive.
What can we do for you, Mr.
Agent Green.
What can we do for you, Agent Green?
I'd like to offer you a job. All three of you, actually. We can provide you with new identities, resources to evaluate your newly acquired conditions, not to mention a strong enough supply of the strange and unexplained to keep you busy for decades.
What about the people of East Germany?
Our intelligence indicates that the effects of the enthrall should dissipate over time. 7 or 8 years. But in the meantime, we've got teams dispatched to aid with their therapy. So, what do you say? It'll be a fresh new start.
What do you think? Agent Nightingale has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, but Agents Cotton and Kind sound even better.
And so they began a new chapter in their journey. As for our evil little spider in that story, well, he certainly got what he deserved. That's right, cat. Good riddance. Speaking of spiders, it looks like Driftwood made it back inside for the ending. Oh, you scamp. What are we to do with you? Ah, what a fantastic idea. Come here, Driftwood. No, it's quite all right, little one. I'm not putting you back outside. Here, how's this? Make yourself at home here in the bookcase. Plenty of room to stretch all 8 of your legs. There we are. Very good. You seem pleased. What's that? Ah, yes. And so comes the dawn. Well, stranger, best be on your way now. And if we ever cross paths again, perhaps I'll tell you another tale. Until next time.
Strange Fantasy Show presented Nachzehrer. Written by Michael Song. Produced by Ashley Scarbro and Travis Scarbro. Original scores by Travis Scarbro and Dyssent. The players of tonight's tale are as follows. Ashley Scarbro as Millie Cotton. Carmina Manley as Olivia Kind. Ben Lopez as Lucas Bradley. Michael Song as Anton. John May as Commandant Fuchs. Ty Anderson as Vampire Hitler. Stephanie Nemeth-Parker as Claudia. Heath Allyn as Heinrich and UEU Agent Green. Travis Scarbro as Stasi Officer, Bar Patron, and Prisoner 1. Allyn Lopez as Greta, Barmaid, and Prisoner 2. And Melissa Zarb-Cousin as Lyra Bergliner. Strange Fantasy Show is copyright 2024, Strange Fantasy Productions, all rights reserved. Any and all characters appearing in this work are fictional, and any resemblance to any persons living or dead is purely coincidental.